Joining us, the head coach of the Cavaliers, Jamie Cluesman, her UVA Wise team coming off a huge win over regionally ranked Anderson at home last week. This week, they take on the Eagles of Carson-Newman. Before we talk about the Carson-Newman game, we'll look back on the win over the Trojans. Complete team effort, coach. Leah Keshner logs a lot of minutes, grabs a career high in rebounds, dishes out a career high in assists. Sable Burnside, career high made field goals, career high points. You get double figures out of Sarah Burton. You get double figures out of Caitlin Ross. You get a double-double out of Berger. I'll leave it up to you where you want to start. There's a lot to unpack there, but a lot of women played exceptionally well in that game.
Yeah, you just named all of our starters, and I felt like for once we finally all clicked at the same time. But the play started, with Sable's intensity offensively early on. I know she scored a lot of second half points as well, but she kind of set the tone for us. Leah was huge on the boards, but also, like you said, 6 assists, 4 of 5. That's a pretty incredible feat to have in a game. When you have Caitlin Ross as your point guard. So, just overall team effort. Berger was big, like you said, double double. Sarah Burton. What people aren't going to see about her is she limited Brittany Stafford to 5 points, probably career low for her. So people are only going to see what shows up in a box score, but we as a program, as a coaching staff, are not going to let that go unnoticed. So she did an incredible job on her. And then Caitlin, I thought, led from start to finish. And then one other thing I want to point out about Leah is her ball handling skills late in the fourth quarter. She helped us secure valuable possessions by helping us beat their press. So it was fun to see her kind of knock off those point guard skills from high school and bring them back out of the bag. So just excited for overall team effort, big win. But I think we also got to mention Macy Ridge. Has not played a lot of minutes, but came off the bench. Her decision making was incredible for only playing limited minutes. Stepped up, hit some big shots, had an and one play. So overall, just very happy with the entire team's performance.
Yeah, you were going where I was going next. Macy Ridge only plays 14 minutes. She does not miss a shot. She's 4-4 from the field. Season high 9 points for her. And, back to how we started, it was really a complete team effort.
Yeah, it was. And like I said, Macy, it's been slow getting back into it because of an injury. But she's a competitor. She has very high basketball IQ. And like I said, her decision making was incredible for a freshman who's played limited minutes. So, she knocked down her shots, but she also found open looks, made the right decision when she drove into the paint, made the defense collapse. So not only does she hit shots, but she created shots for her teammates. And then on the defensive end, she came in, played great defense. She's a good rebounder for a guard, so she played very big minutes for us and was very productive in those minutes.
Okay, I have actually reached out to the NCAA to try to get some clarification on this and find out. I don't know the exact number. I think and believe it to be somewhere around 10 or fewer. Caitlin Ross needs 1 assist for 750 assists. I think there's only been 10 women in the history of D2 women's basketball to have 1,500 points and 750 assists. Talk about that. Inevitably, that's going to happen here this week. She's 1 assist away. And when you put it in the context of the history of women's basketball at the Division II level, just how big of an accomplishment that will be.
Oh well, yeah, that's huge. That's the first time I've heard that. So just it's Caitlin Ross doing Caitlin Ross things. She's a competitor. She's a floor general out there. She understands the game. And she's very, very unselfish. Obviously, to have coming up on 750 assists, that just tells you what type of player she is. There'll be times she'll pass up shots that, are high percentage shots for herself, to give other players an opportunity to step up and hit those shots. But, just overall, proud of her. We talk about her all the time. I could talk about her for days, but just overall team player. She is the heartbeat of our team. We go as she goes. So just excited to have some more games with her and see what else she can accomplish.
One last thing on Anderson before we shift to Carson-Newman. You're in a stretch. All South Atlantic Conference games are difficult. We all get that. But, playing at LR, playing at LMU, you've got Coker coming up on the road. Carson-Newman, obviously, your next game. Then you turn around and you come home and play top 10 team in the country. how important was it for your team to kind of stop that little skid there and get a win at home and keep you right in the thick of things in the league standings?
Yeah, I mean, it was huge. The game was a little bit personal. Since I've been here, we had not beaten Anderson, so it was our last shot, unless we're lucky enough to make tournament and face them again, for Caitlin and Leah to, come out on top. So I think it was a little personal for a lot of different reasons, but more importantly, to, like you said, stop the skid, and try to build momentum going into the second half of the season, all conference games left. So um, if if we can't come out with a little chip on our shoulder after performing that way and just having more confidence and believe in ourselves a little bit more, I don't know what else we can do to make that happen. So it's a tough stretch, but that's why we play the games. We're going to prepare and try to execute. Are we going to play as well as we did against Anderson? I'm not sure, but hopefully we can even play better. But we're just taking one game at a time. So Carson-Newman is our main focus right now.
Okay, talking about the Eagles, we just found out about this. We're recording this on a Tuesday. The game, due to snowy conditions, icy conditions, has been moved from Wednesday to Thursday at 3 o'clock. You can still hear the game live on FM 92.5 locally or WLSDradio.com. But, Coach, the game change, talk about that a little bit. Obviously, you get an extra day to prepare for the Eagles now, but by the same token, there's a day shorter now to prepare for Coker.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. We need to adapt, pivot to do whatever we need to do in order to get the games in. So, but yeah, it's another day to prepare for Carson-Newman, one less day to prepare for Coker, but it's we got to roll the ball out and play either way. So, like I said, we'll tackle Carson-Newman completely tomorrow, and then start working on Coker and just pretty much have a day and a shoot around to finalize things with them. But we're not changing how we prepare moving forward. So we're just excited to be able to get the game in and not have to postpone it and kind of leave it up in the air of when we're going to play it or if we'll be able to play it. So.
To me, this is pretty cool. I've been around for a while. You've been around for a while. It's never happened in my career. I don't know if it has in yours. This game's going to pit the active NCAA Division II leader in scoring in Braylon Weichel. She has 2,394 points, and the active NCAA Division II leader in assists, and our Caitlin Ross. So we'll start there talking about Carson-Newman. You've got the active scoring leader at guard going against the active assist leader at guard.
Yeah, I mean, Braylon Weichel, obviously one of the top Division II players to ever play the game. She's so strong offensively. She is a little undersized, but she knows exactly how to use her body. So she's going to attempt more shots than the rest of her teammates. She's going to get to the free throw line, but her outside shooting is what makes her really hard to guard. If you body her up, she's going to drive around you. If you give her space, she's going to knock the shot down. So she's a tough matchup. But we've also got Kaylin Ross. We've got some other perimeter defenders that are gonna throw some different things at her, but it'll be an exciting game. I feel like those two always battle every game that we play them. So it's just 2 point guards going head to head. And if you like basketball, it'll be a fun game to watch.
Rebounding is always key. We talked about how huge it would be against the Trojans. We've never won the rebounding battle against them. We win the rebounding battle against Anderson. It's kind of been the same doing we played Carson-Newman. Braylon Weichels great, and they have some great shooters outside. They've given us some issues on the inside. The importance of post play, staying out of foul trouble, and limiting the Eagles to one shot.
Yeah, all huge contributing factors for the game. But Lindsay Taylor, was out last year due to an injury. She's back. She's, I think, leading the conference in field goal percentage. She's pretty much unstoppable if she gets the ball in the block. So we as perimeter defenders just have to make the post entry passes a little bit more difficult. Try to move her off the block. So she has to extend her range a little bit. But our help side defense has to be there. It'll be kind of similar situation as it was against Anderson because, they surround Lindsay Taylor with shooters. They try to do the same thing with Nelly at Anderson, with Stafford and Passmore, along with Ashlyn Sheridan and players like that. So, in hindsight, it's a kind of similar opponents. So we'll just do what we can to try to limit the touches and the scoring opportunities for Lindsey Taylor, but that's a feat in itself. So
Keys to victory against Carson-Newman.
knowing personnel, we definitely have to have a post presence. Like you said, limit them to one shot and just be aggressive. Don't sell out and shoot jump shots.
Reminder, fans, this game has now been moved to Thursday at 3 o'clock. You can watch it on Close Sports. You can listen online locally, FM 92.5 or WLSDradio.com. Coach, with the schedule, this may be the last one of these we get to do. I've enjoyed it. Thank you. Good luck, and good luck the rest of the season.
All right. Thank you so much.